Hey everyone, Sirfut here. I'm gonna be analyzing the Overwatch patch notes for June 14, 2016. This is the, I believe, it's official updated patch after Overwatch has been launched. And this patch note is just for PC. For PS4 console, it will be much later, a later date. So this is just for PC changes. And this is a big one. Not as big, but kind of big because it's pretty much a huge nerf on McCree and Widowmaker. There has been a lot of issues where, I guess, for McCree, it's basically how he can take out tanks, like pow, 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 and that's it. Like, we just fan hammering, he can take out tanks using his flashbang, his combo flashbang, fan hammer, and if you don't die, you can reload using your using his roll ability. He quickly reloads and then fan hammer again. So flashbang, fan hammer, roll, fan hammer again. That is devastating. It's ridiculous. And each bullet is, I believe, it does 70 damage. So from the calculation, I know I had my calculation here. So 70 times 6 equals 420 damage on a hero. This is before any armor calculation. This is just pure damage before any of the reduced armor. So this can take out, let's see, I think almost could take out pretty much any of the, of course, the flankers, but some tanks, like if they have, I think the lowest is 500 HP. Winston is the one with the Winstons, but pretty much like any around that range, you could easily take out the tank. So here's the update here. McCree, Peacemaker, not Peacemaker, Peacekeeper. Alternate fire. So alternate fire says right click, fan hammer ability. Recovery time. The amount of time before McCree starts reloading. Decrease from 0.7 seconds to 0.3 seconds. So this is actually a buff. Before this update, there is a recovery time after he's fan hammering, before he's able to reload. You can tell just by comparing it when you left clicking and then reload. The recovery time before firing and between firing and reloading, it's much faster than when you fan hammering and recovery and then reload. So now it's a lot faster. Fan hammering, recovery time, reload is much faster. I guess this is to compensate from, which is the next line is a big nerf. Bullet damage decreased from 70 to 45. So fan hammering, each bullet does 45 damage now rather than 70. Again, this is just for fan hammering. When you left clicking, it's still 70 damage. But it falls as you're far away from the hero. The damage decreases. And then let's see. So 45 times 6 equals 270 damage. Of this is before adjusting with armor and shield. And yeah, so 270 damage. That could not take out any tank at all. You have to reload. You have to do it twice to do enough damage. But this is sort of good. Hopefully this will change how McCree works, where rather than taking out any hero immediately, he can just take out flankers. Before it was he can take out flankers and tankers, but now it's just flankers, which is, I think, ideally that's what he's really great at, countering flankers. Genji, Reaper, and Mercy. Yeah, they're the ones that tends to flank around, and they're just, you know, kind of annoying. And, you know, McCree is perfect for those. Let's see. Developer comments: McCree was performing too well against all targets, making him feel like a must pick in many situations. I definitely agree. There were times where, like, okay, this tank is kind of giving us a huge problem. How can we take him out easily? I just pick McCree. There's this Genji who's giving me problems, or Tracer. Well, just pick McCree. McCree is now significantly weaker against tanks like Roadhog and Reinhardt, but still maintains his lethality against small targets like Tracer and Genji, which is good. Okay. Widowmaker. Widowmaker's Kiss. Alternate fire, scope shot. Base damage decrease from 15 to 12. So when you're in scope mode, her base damage used to be 15. Now it's 12. So whenever, if you don't try to charge up your shot, minimum damage is 12. Note: scope shot damage multiplier remains unchanged. Okay, so as you charge, the scope damage multiplier does not change at all. So from 12 to from 12 to whatever, 200% is 120 damage. That's the max. So in max damage, when you're fully charged, it used to be 150 damage. Now it's 120. So normally Zenyatta, Tracer, who has 150 HP, were able to get killed instantly from a Widowmaker. Instant death, since any body shots with max shot damage from Widowmaker is instant death. Now they have you kind of have to shoot them twice in order to kill them. Headshot damage multiplier increased from 2 times to 2.5 times. Okay, so this kind of encourages to do more headshots, since it does 2.5 damage. Okay, so that works. 2.5 damage, headshots. And so as long as you, let's see, you try to take out Tracer or Zenyatta, or actually any of the offense, defense, they are normally able, I think they die instantly. They die instantly if you get a headshot from them with a close to up to charge shot, which is 300 damage. 300 damage, yeah. 300 damage is the max headshot damage for Widowmaker. So she's the only one that is able to do 2.5 damage for any headshots. So that's I guess that's a buff. The base damage is a nerf. Players must now wait for the unscoping animation to completely finish before scoping. Ooh. Okay, so this is gonna be a change, slight change now in how quick scoping was kind of an alternative strategy for Widowmaker, where you're able to scope and shoot, and then kind of unscope a little, and then quick scope again. So the strategy here is you scope, you kill someone, you unscope like for 0.1 second, so you get to see the surrounding if you see any enemies around, and then quick scope and go for the next target. The change here now is that if you try to unscope, you cannot quick scope. You have to wait until the full animation of the unscope to finish before you can scope again. So before the patch, you're able to quick scope, and then unscope, quick scope, unscope, quick scope. Like, you didn't have to wait for the full animation of the quick scope, of the unscope. Sorry. Now after this patch, you try to scope. If you unscope, you have to wait till the full unscope animation is done before you can scope again. Hopefully that explains it. So this is a nerf. Infrasight ultimate cost increased by 10%. Okay, it seems like it takes takes much longer. It takes longer to get your ultimate. which is increased by ultimate costs increased by 10%. I think that means it takes 10% more to you to get your ultimate. Basically, you have to work 10% more to get 200% of your ultimate, which is sort of good. Her ultimate is really good. It's like a really good Widowmaker is able to if the player is able to take out enemies, and once he gets the his ultimate, use it, she's able to find where enemies are and take them out again, and then she's able to get another ultimate. It's kind of ridiculous. And the fact that your whole team can see the enemies, that's crazy, because then that means maybe 60 to 80% of the time you're able to see the enemy if you're really good at taking out heroes. So now this is a nerf. The Infrasight is a nerf. Developer comments: in the right hands, Widowmaker can often feel unstoppable even when just landing body shots instead of critical headshots. The changes to her alternative fire weaken body shot damage while leaving her headshot damage unchanged. Additionally, we felt her ultimate ability Infrasight was coming up a little too frequently, especially considering its impact on the game. Yeah, her ultimate is just when it's activated, it's really good. When it's activated too many times, it's kind of ridiculous. It makes it difficult. Let's say your team activated it, or the enemy activated their Widowmaker's ultimate, and you try to strategize your positions with your team, figure out a strategy to flank them or whatever, but they know where you are, so they're able to take you out again, and then the Widowmaker can get another ultimate where she can use it to counter you guys, to counter your team. So yeah, we'll see. So that's a nerf. Bug fixes, general, improves ability of the high bandwidth option in custom games. Okay, that's just more of like the server side, maybe keeping it less laggy. I don't know. Heroes fix a bug that allowed Mercy to gain ultimate charge whenever boosting an ally who was attacking a barrier or ice wall. Whoa! I didn't even know that. I've been playing Mercy this whole time, and apparently, before this patch, if you provide your enemies with boost damage, and they're attacking a barrier or ice wall, some kind of or Reinhardt shield, that charges your ultimate. That's crazy. I didn't even know that, and apparently that was a bug, so they fixed that. Fixed a bug that allowed Reaper to shadow step to unintended locations on certain maps. Okay, so I've seen posts of, what do you call it, inside the spawn. I've seen Reaper. He was able to teleport outside of the spawn before the game begins, which is that's definitely not supposed to happen. Fix an issue with collision on certain areas of Dorado, not blocking line of sight. Dorado. Oh, that's the one with the bells. Not blocking line of sight. Okay, I'm not too sure about that, but okay. Well, that's I guess that's how it is. Okay. Well, next I'll try to show a gameplay of what the changes will be. All right. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm just gonna demonstrate on how the changes of the patch works. Alright, so Peacemaker, Peacekeeper. So recovery time. So when you fan hammer, the recovery time before you reload is much faster now. The recovery time is much faster. Before the patch, it was a little slower. So it's about the same as when you left click and then reload. It's about the same recovery time. Alright, so left click, it's still the same 70 damage. You can tell there's 3 bars that was taken out. So if I leave 1 bullet and then shoot him, so I'm gonna fan hammer on him, it will do 45 damage. See, from that bar, looks like I almost took out 2 bars. Since 1 bar is 25 HP, 2 bars is 50. It does like about around 40 damage. So there was that reduced damage from his fan hammer. So this is how much damage you can do when you fan hammer. Barely half. So even if you try to shoot him again, there's still that much left. It's kind of it's a big nerf. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you try to hammer him and then reload and hammer, he's not gonna die. So it's best if he has low health when you do it. So like reload, still that much. Yeah, so it's pretty tanky. All right, I'm gonna try a different character here. Winston. At least for Winston, he has 500 damage. So let's see, 4, about 1 bar and a half. So for him, I think, even for him, I think you still have to kind of use two fan hammers to kill him. Oh, so you have to get all shots, I think, to kill him. Alright, so before the patch, a charged shot, normally a fully charged body shot normally kills Zenyatta or Tracer, but now it will leave about 30 health left. Zenyatta has 150 health, and at max fully charged body shot, I can only do 120. So it takes two shots to kill him, at least. So the headshots do a little more, 2.5 damage. So like a quick one normally kills him. Wait, is that how it is? Yeah, I think. Let me try one more time. Okay, so the scoping, unscoping, I can no longer quick scope. I have to wait till this fully unscope animation finishes before I can scope again. So a headshot, if you could do a quick scope headshot, can kill Zenyatta. Oh, maybe not. Close though. I think I just gotta recover. Yeah, so. Woohoo! He had 2 HP left. So if you try to do a very quick headshot, you might have to wait a little before you can kill him. There. You still can't kill him even if you do a quick headshot. You might have to wait just maybe 0.5 seconds. Yeah. Okay. And then her ult looks like it takes a little longer to build up, to charge up. So I guess that's it. I think this was it. Yeah, Widowmaker's thing. Woohoo! All right. Well, I hope you guys like my demonstration and analyzing on the Overwatch patch notes for today. All right. I'll see you guys later. Sirfut out.